Morning, everyone. Today we are going to see what are the secondary functions of a bank. In yesterday's class, I have explained you what are the primary functions. There you have learnt about various primary functions of the bank: accepting deposits, advancing loans, creation of credit, check system, and payment or check system of paying funds. So here in secondary functions, we have four different heads. One is agency function, general utility services, developmental function, and modern functions. So one by one we'll see all of these. So here in agency functions, bank mostly acts as an agent on behalf of the customer. General utility services, in general, what are the facilities that are given by the bank, what are the services given by the bank, and towards the developmental function of the country, what kind of role is played by the bank will be seen in the bit C. And in modern functions, we'll see the latest banking facets that are prevailing in the market. So starting with the agency functions, first we have collection and payment of credit. So here bank, it collects various negotiable instruments, like you all are aware by now: check, bill of exchange, promissory note, or hundis. Hundis is something, it's almost kind of a promissory note where it is an unconditional order to be paid on time. So such credit on behalf of the customer, again they do all these services like paying customers rent, or paying the account holders income tax, insurance premium. So that is why it is said on collection and payment of credit of the account holder, collecting whatever amount has to come to the account holder and paying on behalf of the customer to various parties where the customer is liable to pay the amount. The second agency function is purchase and sale of securities. Securities means different shares, stocks, or bonds, or debentures. Again, this work is done on behalf of the customer. When we are saying customer of a bank, it means the account holder of the bank. So here the banker is enacting as an agent, as a broker. Next we have trustee and executor. Trustee, whom we could trust, and execution in on behalf of the account holder, the customer. Beautiful example would be will. When a will is written and it is put up with the banker, and after the decease of that particular account holder, the will be announced to his or her legal heirs. So that is about trustee and executor. Remittance of money means transfer of money where the bank does on behalf of the customer. It could be in form of check, draft, or it could be a mail transfer, or it could be a telegraphic transfer. Next, as an agency function, bank also functions as a bullion trading. Bullions means the trading which is done in gold and silver. Only few banks are given authority to do that, like State Bank of India, Indian Overseas Bank, Canara Bank, Allahabad Bank, and so this was about agency functions. Moving on to next, we have general utility functions. What are the functions which are given by services given by bank to its customer? Is locker facility. You all know about it. A minimum deposit with the bank is required to have an access to locker. You'll be given a particular number and a key as well to the locker, and you can put all your precious belongings there, and no one else has got authority. Not even the bank can open your locker in your absence. So basically, locker, how does it functions is you'll be given a key, and bank also will have a key along with them. When both the keys are inserted into your locker, only then the locker gets open. So it's very secure to use the locker services which are provided by bank. Like most of the people these days, they don't put gold at home. They use lockers mostly to keep any important documents or so. The next general utility function we have is acting as a referee. Referee means here the middleman. The bank, he acts as a referee only if it is desired by the customer. Like if I have an account, and let us say Navya also has an account in the bank, and we both are business partners. If I say the bank can release my secrecy, I mean to the third party, to Navya, about the economic position of mine, the bank can do it. So the bank acts as a referee there. Then the next service we have is issuing of letter of credit. Letter of credit, like you must be knowing, many who are going to abroad these days, letter of credit is being used by them. It's given by bank telling the credit worthiness of the customer. So it gets easy because most of the countries, they doesn't allow others to come in when they don't have the minimum balance with them. So there where the bank issues the letter of credit. And also it is very popular in foreign trade, which tells about the credit worthiness of the customer, and it becomes easy in export and import. Then next we have acts as an underwriter. Underwriter here, where underwriter on behalf of the government, when it issues shares of the company, it becomes easy if a bank is involved in that, so that the government can reach a maximum number of investors there. Then acting as information bank. Banks also tell information about the financial position, economical or the statistical data of industry, trade and commerce. So likewise, customer, when they go for such information, banks, they can release to them. Next we have issuing of traveler's check. When we are going abroad for vacation or maybe because of some business purpose, rather than carrying so much cash with us, we can carry a traveler's check with us, which could be used there for buying and selling. Then we have issue of gift checks. Gift checks here are used for gift cards actually, where these are prepaid cards. Amount will be already put up in those cards, and it could be gifted to anyone. They will use it on behalf of you. Next we have merchant banking services. This is actually to help people to avail loans from non-banking financial institutions. So a kind of financial advice. So that was about general utility services. Next we have developmental functions. How banks are working towards the development is, first and foremost, is mobilization of savings. Again, taking savings from people, the idle savings which people are holding with them, they're putting it in bank, and bank is circulating it. So that is how capital is formed in the country. Next we have is extension of banking service in rural areas. So here banking services are not only for bigger towns but also in small towns and rural areas. They are providing it. They are giving it for a low rate of interest, so that that particular locality gets developed and unemployment in that place will be reduced. Next we have providing loans to weaker section. When we are saying weaker section, here we are talking about small artisans or agriculture laborers, or it could be landless agricultural laborers, poor class people. They get these loans for cheaper rates. Like you must be knowing, farmers are given loans for cheaper rates, so that they can do their farming without much tension and hurdles. Next we have assistance to capital market. Capital market here, long-term financial instruments are traded here. So here bank, they give long-term loans. It could be to small-scale industries or in traders, transporters, agriculturists or industrialists, and so that was about developmental functions. Coming to modern functions, we have ATMs are one of the modern functions which are being provided by banks. ATM are automated teller machines. You can also call these ATM cards as debit cards. I'm sure most of you must have used at least once how to withdraw money from ATM machines. It actually works 24 by 7. You can also use your ATM card for purchasing. And next we have is credit cards. Credit cards again given by bank, where you can do purchasing on credit and later on pay that amount to your bank. Next, we have mail transfer, RTFG. There are so many other terms which are used where once you instruct your manager, the amount from your bank will be transferred to the other account number, whichever you have provided with. And telegraphic transfer, again using telegraph. Here bank acts as a middleman from the bank. Let us say a person from foreign wants to from abroad, let us say America, wants to transfer amount. Rather than transferring amount directly, first the dollars are to be converted into Indian rupees, and then they will be deposited in his or her Indian bank account. So that is where mail transfer and telegraphic transfer works. Next we have is telebanking. It is actually customer can do entire non-cash transaction banking over the phone itself, anytime, anywhere. AVR is there, that is automated voice recorders, and ID numbers are used for recording. Telebanking, it was there. It was used a lot before internet banking came into use. Now, internet banking, you all are very well. We have online banking, then various websites, banks. Websites are there. We also use phone pay, Google Pay. Those are beautiful examples of internet banking. Things have become so easy. Even if you go to a grocery store, you can pay without giving cash. Now, next we have in modern functions the round the clock banking. 24 by 7 banking facilities are available. Earlier, how it was during the banking hours only, we could go to bank, or telephone banking if we are using, we could only do during those working hours itself. But now, even at midnight, you can open your net banking and you can do the transactions. And now we don't have to, after e-commerce has come, electronic commerce has come, buying and selling has become even more easier. So this was about today's class. Thank you all for watching.